Greetings. Greetings. Just a touch base with a quick live just for touch upon the topic here we call commerce. I kind of like the idea of focusing on this specific topic. Commerce seems like the elephant that is present within our house, and it's just got ignored and noticed, while this elephant is really the source of most of our confusion. Yeah, man. So I really have to kind of touch upon that point of view, as we like to say. However, before we push forward, I must say give thanks and praise to the mystic laws of the universe and its protective functions and forces in nature that guide our thoughts and our path in all ways that are lawful, correct, and positive. We say give thanks and praise, give thanks and praise, give thanks and praise. Yeah, man. My point of view is this. Most of our problem, what we seem to have, is this issue of commerce. And I kind of actually that share my point of view with my group chat. And me have to try show people, say, watch ya, it's all about commerce. When people talk about the matrix, people not really break it down to our common folk around here, around this little corner here, this little section here. Them not explain to our people that when them talk about the matrix, this is my point of view, my opinion, which I'm entitled to. We are talking about commerce. Yeah, man, commerce is that matrix. It is a system that is very complex. It is a system that has a plethora of tentacles, different departments, different sections, different areas, different territories. That's the matrix. That's the matrix most of our common folk find themselves in, with absolutely no guidance and no way out. Because I've discovered that most of the people will bring forth some kind of solution. Them either come part way, or them are come to carry the people them in some other direction. For I personally, me I look at it for what it is. When me I experience is this thing called commerce. And commerce is where, you say, it was imposed on the people. It's glossed over the actual law or lawful process. When you talk about commerce, you just go look for the people and we are deal with that. And you're going to find so them are some merchants. There are always merchants. And you're going to discover some most of these so-called laws derive from these very merchants. And this is why our common people find themselves in a situation where they are viewed as commodity in order to facilitate this very commerce. However, it's just my point of view. I'm not necessarily going to be here a long time, really. I just want to touch on this point. Today, I actually meet one of our youngsters. Yeah, man, this was a parent. I was outside and the parent stopped me and introduced me to her daughter. And I said, boy, you know, her aspiration is to be an attorney. And boy, when the little girl start talk, brethren, a beer mosquito start bite me up here because the little girl I bring questions and she just curious and, you know, her mother had to step away. And me have to actually I tell her, I said, boy, we have to catch up later because I couldn't take no more of the mosquito bite, but it was interesting for know, say, boy, me actually I talk to one of our younger people when I have no interest in a being gangy or being the girlfriend of a gangster. Now have none of those kind of aspiration. It was really refreshing. And I'm not gonna lie, I probably always see the little girl, but just figure one of them little small. It surprised me when I hear how intelligent the little girl is and how, you know, focused she is. So this is why we have to say we need some people to bring some information and bring some clarity where our progeny now if we get caught up in a situation where all them know is this automated society, where them a merge man with these technological automation. By doing that, them change people. You're no more human, you're now transhuman, as they would say. And the laws we apply to the man now go apply to the transhuman. And them allow you to voluntarily go down that route. Why? Because we can avoid the information when necessary. And we are so distracted with all these, you know, situation that was presented, that has presented, that was planned, put it that way. All of these distractions are agendas, it's planned. Most everybody I talk about all different type of thing, but for some reason my ancestral energy say, watch your man, focus on this thing here, you know. This commerce, you know, this commercial sea, you know, because this seem to be a thing where, you know, totally captivate all of it, unknowingly. So people need to ask the question, what is commerce? And is there an alternative to commerce? And what is trade? And why is trade and commerce as two separate words being used interchangeably when they have separate and distinct meaning? Why is that? When I find myself in court here on the island of Jamaica, here, traffic court, and from traffic court they keep trying to escalate my simple traffic case, taking me to criminal court and back and forth. But when I find myself in traffic court for the right to be free, that's why I'm in court. For the right of movement, for the right to travel freely, unrestricted, unencumbered. These things are fundamental rights. These things are basic rights. When we say fundamental, it means basic. These things are not, you don't need permission for exercise these kind of duty where you have. You don't need permission for that. I've discovered that a lot of things were really probably present here on the island. I've seen where the construct and make subtle changes and implement some things where not necessarily conform to the laws, the constitutional laws that is there. That's why I may advise people, say don't just look at what's on the public corporate side. Go look what is there on the private side that giving them any kind of authority or control to dictate terms on the public side. So if we focus, then we will discover a whole bunch of things. Commerce, the elephant in the house, not in the room. Yeah, man, because the room is in the house. You understand? So you have to establish your house and kick that elephant out of it. Yeah, man. So the people them who can calculate, just do that and contemplate. Kick that elephant out the house, but you have to establish your house first, and then you can boot that elephant out of there. And structure your verge so you can choose when you do choose to engage in any kind of commercial activity. And you do it with knowledge and full disclosure. You know, do it as a slave. And this is our problem. When I like when people tell us we are slave and call we slave. The people, a man like me, when I say you're a slave, is because I know, or at least have an idea of the enslavement. And the moment you don't do nothing to correct that enslavement, then that's what you are, a slave, a subject slave, a ward of the corporate state. And you do all of these things voluntarily. You do all of this voluntarily. So you can never complain. When Andrew Holiness say or do anything, it don't make sense you complain because you're giving that authority. But what Andrew Holiness is saying and doing doesn't apply to everybody. It applies to a specific group of people. However, step by step. Salute, TBY 007. Greetings. Salute, my king. Salute. The only time I know my platform is a mustard seed. So when I look at my image in front of me, I see probably 1 or 2 or 3 people of view. However, we have to provide information so that especially the progeny, especially the young, can at least hear some alternative views. Because we don't have enough of that, and we can't find a truth around here. Because when some people come with some of this kind of information, them lace it with religion. Them tell us say you better come be some kind of religious fanatic in order to attain truth. And the moment you mix the truth with religion, then it's no truth anymore. It changed. And this is our problem. But that is only my point of view. Tell you, my viewpoint is a little bit different. Just a little bit different. I say, the good brother Ian platform share a document where I show you, say, boy, no, them I provide you with, either say, forms where you can document and record that this is your process then. You know, choose for register and insure and operate in commerce. You rather choose to function lawfully opposed to operate legally. Listen to these words I'm using. So for my public servant here on the island, I'm quite sure you have sufficient enough, more than enough information for know say boy, if you entertain the legal process, I go open you to not just fraud but also treason. That's where I got happen. I'm no different from you taking one of your bar member judges into your court. How can you convict or criminalize a man will sit down upon at least enough information to know your system? It now go happen. Your system is a commercial system, it's a commercial venue. Of that we are now quite sure. For me personally, first hand knowledge, because I've done quite a few things to no avail. And I've done other things where I say, I can smile at and say, oh, that is why these people reacted this way. So for me, it's more first-hand knowledge. I'm not really a guess for say, boy, it's this or that. I know, say, boy, where I thought it was, it's not. And it has absolutely nothing to do with what's going on inside your courthouse and courtrooms. Now I can comprehend that crystal clearly. So the elephant in the room is that commerce. That's the elephant where, it can't even fit in a room. It have to just consume the whole house. So we have to just establish the house and boot out that commercial elephant. However, it's a step-by-step process. You know what I mean? All we need is honorable clarification. The only thing we as a people around here are scream for is truth. Absolute truth. Yeah, that's what we are dealing with. We don't necessarily have no interest in most of the craziness where you say I go on. Because that's the effect. That's the effect of the lack of truth. So when we find truth, then we can correct it right there and the effect will just dissipate itself. But without truth, this is what go on. Because we have never had this kind of truth around here before. I am he. Me I bring it forward. I don't have a problem I do that. You know what I mean? And all our problem what we have so far, I place it on commerce. And the body politic what we have is a corporate body politic, meaning it's an office for profit. You get me? Once it's corporate, it's commercial. Once it's corporate in nature, it's commercial. So this kind of clarity is what we need people to bring forth. And stop playing that hide and seek game. You know what I mean? However, it's a step-by-step process and we only can express the basic steps where we are take. I say where I place information out there saying, hey, in order to try attain some freedom, you have to get away from this corporate construct. And then I say where the corporate construct is providing an area where they say, oh, you can renunciate your Jamaican citizenship. However, you have to qualify for that. And then when them say you have to qualify, them give you a list of the qualification. And one of the qualifications is like them I say, boy, you have this thing go and go to the National Ministry of National Security and process for 24 months. Listen to the formal process. And then you'll have to pay a fee of 80,000 Jamaican dollars. When there is no real money in existence, who is these people that ask about you have to pay with Jamaican dollars? What is the Jamaican dollars? Isn't it what you call a Federal Reserve note? Isn't it a negotiable instrument? And isn't that 1933 Act still extant, where they have removed gold and silver? So what are you here on the island talking about it better be Jamaican dollars? But me know now address I through me showing us so much things before. So now come on and try be specific, still not paying attention to the very laws that is in place. Equality under the law is just that according to how it's constructed. And when you talk to a man not like I know, you know, say I am the source and the author of all of these laws I want to have there, because I am above those laws. Way above those laws. But me have to step down for walk. This walk where all our common people them can sit and walk it. And I show the eye them say, me not for God church for do it. Me not for God church for have truth. Me not for have locks on my head for carry truth. Me not for be connected to no kind of religious sect for carry the truth. All me have to do is just know, say, boy, I see it here. Just go research it. What is commerce? Why is commerce here? Where is trade? Commerce is intercourse with two separate venues. Trade is intercourse with your common folk, people of your own kind. So if to engage in commerce is a separate venue, and commerce we know is related to corporate, and corporate is related to artificial construct, then what we are dealing with here? What are we talking about? We need clarity. We need truth. And this is what we are about. This is what we are dealing with. Clarity and truth. What is commerce? What is trade? I get a glimpse of the PBS news on the island here, where I hear the Prime Minister Andrew Holiness I say I try tell the people about the vaccine, so after a while they might make it mandatory and all of them things there. Them things they are impossibility. It's only a slave master can place any kind of mandate upon its property. Only a slave master. So if you know you're a slave and you have a master, then you better know so that mandate goes for you. A free man like me, it not apply to me. Because I no need to ask the government of Jamaica permission for renunciate my citizenship. You must be mad. I have no interest in on that. I am of the realm if you know want to place me somewhere. You get me? Commonwealth of the realm, commonwealth of nations. And that's how I place my thing then, in order to secure myself from this corporate construct. Andrew Holness and them little police them, better me deal with the soldier them. But the office of the Governor General know about I and know about them. Duty is secure I who is of the realm, opposed to I work with Andrew and some of them police officers here. Well, like Andrew. Andrew will share a little thing with a handful of them, and all of them might give everything. When uno as public servants start looking at uno own contract, uno go realize say boy, uno underpaid. Trick them a trick uno, the very own top officials a trick uno. Yeah man. Uno underpaid and uno overwork. And that's why some of us are rude in our capacity. When you go into the government places to get anything done, number one, you wait for about 6 hours to do nothing at all. Them just sit down and have your wait. And when you look, you see them on them phone and them do all different kind of things while you would sit down and wait. Sometimes you can't even blame them. You understand? But it's still at a detriment to the public. It's a detriment to the people. But nobody not pay attention to these things. Because these public servants, them sure for them work. So them not for, pay you no attention out there. You just sit down and wait. Unless you have some links, then you don't have to wait. Or if you look like you're Chinese, or you look like you're Taino, the high yellow type, you don't really have to wait. However, if we have correct knowledge straight across the board, people can choose to remain enslaved, or people can choose to govern themselves. And you're not radical in doing that. You're not an outlaw in doing that. And it don't mean say you're bad people. No. It means a boy, you know, mind to ask questions and make sure say whoever come and dictate to them of authority, present your delegation of authority, present your letter of administration where you get from all my estate for even try to conduct or do anything at all. Present those things. Verify the claims about your boss and your God and you make lightning, thunder and rain. Verify these claims. And that we are talking about. And when you can verify these claims, we are saying, oh, watch out. Okay then, we could do some things to correct. You can't verify them claims. If only 33% of the Jamaican populace participate in an electoral system, that means that 67% of the populace not show no interest. So how can you think you can govern the whole island? They can only govern that 37% will participate. A man like me, I've now cancelled my electoral enrollment. And when I do that, the people were supposed to have the knowledge of these things really don't. Them tell me say I'm the first one doing it. I'm a first. I saw a line of about how much people telling me they're waiting for how much hours. I'm gonna say what is giving away? What's going on? What is it? A little lady said to me, "You don't get your ID. You don't get your ID." I laugh to myself. I said, boy, I look like I'm the only one I cancel this identification card where I delegate my authority to a foreign body politic. I wish not to do that. I choose to govern myself. And I'm within the law and within my fundamental right. Doing that, that's a free will choice. That's a personal decision. So it's a step-by-step thing. Anyway, people, we're going to wrap it up. At least we are shining some light on this elephant inside the house. This big old commercial elephant inside the house. Step-by-step, people. Step-by-step. Gratitude for the time. Gratitude for the moment. Yeah, man. Commerce, the elephant in our house. Let's establish our house, and by doing that, we boot that elephant out of it. Yeah, man. So step by step. Salute TBY. Are you alone and hang out here today? Boy, one thing with truth, it make you laugh, you know. And when you see other people like all the Ian platform, them bring forth some information, it's you know, them just confirm these truths. And you have many other platforms where do the same. You get me? But for some reason, I kind of like the platform, Ian platform, irrespective of how we might have to be critical at times. You know what I mean? And when ones and ones are balance the thing and I get it in line, then we have to say, I mean, bring it forward for people can at least have alternative, you know what I mean? Have an option, alternative area to look at other things and compare. Yeah, man, and truly compare. Because you have what is lawful, you understand? And then you have what is legal. Now, do you comprehend? Step by step. Step by step. The brave may fall, but never yield. And we say, bold and brave, firm and strong. Awak, Indian nation. Salute. Oh, that boy. Well, I wrap it up, cause me I say me now really, I hang out too long, but a long time I don't catch up with the eye. I'm probably I forgot get back a number upon the eye or the eye. I forgot touch base if the eye still have them number there. Yeah man, we forgot chop it up man. The boy over in Canada, you know. Salute me king. Salute me king. Yeah, man, we have said freedom in and freedom in, but you know, we have a lot of people out here who share information, but it come like I really bring a style and a kind of the clarity where most people from my common ground here so can relate to. Yeah, man, put it that way. And I say, commerce is that elephant within our house, and we have a lot of problem only through when focus. Cause that this commercial thing come from the foreigner them invade, but our ancestors couldn't comprehend what it is. And from 1666, them imposed this trust upon us, and because it's a trust, nobody now discuss the terms and the condition. Nobody now tell you nothing. We're not getting a disclosure about nothing. Now we're not supposed to. Because when we create our trust, it's just the very same. A guy can't talk to you about it. You understand? So we now have to, get the clarity. Because it's only when you walk the walk you can make certain talk. A lot of guys just make a lot of talk through them no walk. But when you walk the walk and know say you there in the fire and you know say everything is at risk. Every single thing is on the line. It's a whole different thing. Then a man give some man some paperwork and send them out there. It's a totally different thing. But yeah man. Listen, I have now discovered that it's just a little frontline people is in limbo, totally unaware, especially here on the island. You see, now that I'm cognizant that the people some of the people in the background actually know what it is and how it is, then it only makes sense for bring fraud claim and treasonous claims so some people can get exposed, because there is an international community looking. And this is the reason for some of the times I bring forth some information like this, because there is an international community looking, and you have some people where them not agree with most of what you say are going. And because our people only have access to the Jamaica TV and the local radio, and that's how them get them information. So them know say boy out in the greater world is only a minority of people who promote this vaccination. It's a minority of Andrew holiness out there. You understand? The majority is saying, hey, we don't have a problem about if you can validate these claims, then we don't have to just wait. You're not going to use everybody as an experiment. No work that way. People have fundamental rights and freedom where them know, so them have free will to choose. If you can't say, I choose to put this inside of me, or I choose not to. I choose to work with nature and nature's creator, while Andrew Holiness and his cohorts choose to work against that and align themselves with Bill Gates and Big Pharmacy. And all of those things are a part of the corporation, that corporate society. People on the island of Jamaica, why you think them call certain places corporate area? Listen to the words what them use. Corporate area. What you think that means? What all of y'all think that means, y'all have to start looking to the definition and the meaning of these words being used. And you can't use ordinary dictionary. You have to use some of these legal dictionary. My favorite, the 1856 movie years, and there's a lot more we use as reference. So our people have to choose to elevate themselves. We are a mustard seed that shall be a mustard tree. And truth is our foundation. Truth are our compass. That's all we ask for. We don't need nothing from nobody else. We represent land. And we are cognizant that everything what we can look at, what our eyes can behold, derive from us. It derive from this land. It not come from space. Everything, the fancy car, the fancy house, the fancy clothes, it derive from the land, people. It derive from the land. So you have to reclaim your hereditament. Reclaim your land, man. Put a claim, man. Make a claim out there. Me not play. Me have all kind of claims out there and have certified copy to verify those claims. Which no corporate construct can rebut. So I'm not really worry about this and that per se. In fact, the view the construct as saying to me, like the construct would have said, yo, King, where you deal with? You know, just go about your business, man. You're good enough. But where you go with a bag of people? Where you go with them people that we can't even read and write? Where you go? This is my view of the system, you know. Where you go? Just go on through and go do your thing and go one side. Where you carry a boy, you carry nation with you. Where you go? So this is why it's important for our people to apply themselves. I know it's a personal thing, you know. It's not a group thing. It's not a church where everybody running. No. Every hub have to sit down on its own. Every man have to establish his house and stand up. It's not a sissy thing where you hide behind a computer screen or you hide behind some paper. It's none of that. You're going to have to go step up. And if you want to know where the probate court is, where the true court is, where the real public record is, you're going to have to go enter there. You won't be able to email it. You will have to go there, living man, and present your thing, deposit it there, and get your certified copy as a living man, because that's where them deal with the things where pertaining to land. Other people are running at some places where them are deal with the sea, the commercial sea, and think them are do something. Again, when you place anything on that public record, not the court record, on the public record, your proof, you will have a identification number, what them call public record number. That's an identifier. That's unique to only your instrument. That's like having a safety deposit box key where you alone have it. And you have to go where your treasures are kept and present that key if you look on what is there. So when you get a public record number, it will go direct you to an area where you have a folio number and a volume number to prove that whatever property is there belong to you. And that's on the de jure side. That's on the private side. Because you can't do these things on the public side. Because the public side not exists without the private side. This is why them promote and advertise everything on the public side, and you have absolutely no idea of your private side. That's where your exemption is. Why? Because you're the asset holder. You represent land. You're it. You're the source. You're the battery. You're the energy. You're the host. So this is why you have all kind of parasite attach itself to you as the host, to your estate, to your hereditament, to your inheritance, to your birthright, people. And them information here we are talking about. Raw truth. Nothing to do with religion. Nothing to do with whether or not you're an African. everything to do with commerce. It's all commerce. Business, yeah, it's all commercial business. It's not trade. But yes, my king, that boy, we have to link up, my lord. Yeah, man. Just try go through the thing and touch base. Make we chop it up. Take it step by step. Anyway, gratitude for the moment. Yeah, man. Again, when we have a platform, we can choose to express ourselves accordingly, honorably, respectfully. Why? Only because we are trying to present truth according to how we have it. Only truth. Yeah, man, I'm got truth. We're not dealing with nothing more about truth. And when we find say we're in an error anywhere, we don't have a problem. I amend ourselves and still move forward with truth, in truth, for truth. That's at our level. Salute, First Lady, Clan Mother, Ahana. Yeah, man, complete respect with power. Salute, First Lady. Yeah, man, Ahana. Actually, I talk to the AWAC network group chat today and I tell them, say, boy, I express to them, say, I really I contemplate dissolving the group chat only because, we're just open and true. Me have the AWAC Indian nation with some specific people who are more committed to what we are trying to do. Me I say, what I try focus, we attention there and kind of, release that network only through it's open, but my 7-star general I say, boy, we can take our time and then even a good elder where I just know about have a lot of respect for him even express to me say, boy, it's a lot of things that I learn and others were there where I learn the same way they might not really expressive, but I mean if I can separate apart, I totally comprehend. I'm really, I forgot to try just maintain this thing, especially after today when I meet this young girl, so bright, she know, boy, it was impressive to me. It really was impressive. So I know there's a plethora of other young people where not necessarily depend them young, them might be into, but them have a different view. Them just depend them want to party and them want to breed. I like the fact that when I have a bunch of parents for me and look upon where have them kind of energy there. So we can say, yeah, what people are improve. This is my view. All I will now go down this bad road. Yeah, man. So I am always optimistic and know say our future bright. Truly. All we need are just some truth, the correct information. We bring truth. We bring clarity. That's all we need. We not, keep the rest of things. We are old school. You get me? All of these new things not really impress with. We don't have no interest. We are old school. We are Congo Bongo. At them school that we come from. Yeah, man. And what we keep in our house and say, boy, that is personal. Make we do that. And kick the elephant out of the house. Make commerce stay out the door somewhere. Out of your yard, make it go somewhere out there in the public. Don't come inside our private. This is the difference. We find that commerce impose itself all up in our private. Where some man like you, I gotta tell you, say, in a mandate some kind of rules for you take some foreign substance within your being when you don't even approve of it. Then of them thing they are showing us on a slave, man. I mean, if you're telling them, I don't like when I call them a slave. On a slave, because only a slave master can make a mandate for its property. So on a slave, I mean, no say Andrew is a bigger slave than Uno, but Uno don't know that. You understand? Uno have a puppet I dictate terms and condition when all you have to do is just, you know what I mean? Pull the curtain away. And you see, so they're all actors. You understand? Just move the curtain, man. That's it. Remove that veil. It's all commercial business. And you're all in commercial dishonor because we're void of the information, the proper information what we need to navigate this commercial sea. Yeah, man. But step by step, people. Anyway, gratitude, gratitude, gratitude. You know, we not push toward, you know. We just have to maintain a voice. Everybody else have to do some whole heap of work, and you know, we have to play our part, our little basic part. You know what I mean? And salute all truth seekers out there on all levels. You know what I mean? Of all, you just say, race. Because truth no have no color. You understand? Truth no have no preference. Truth remain truth. And if we can get some of that for work with, that's all we need. Keep the rest. Y'all can keep the rest. I want to now tell us that commerce is the elephant in the room. We now fancy up all kind of different things. Watch man, man. Separate yourself from the commercial arena, you will probably find some peace. That's it. Gratitude, people. Ahana, salute, sis. Salute, salute. Da boy, salute. Salute, my king. Yeah, man, a long time we catch up, my king. Yeah, man. TBY, salute. Yeah, man. Salute 007. Salute. Commerce. The elephant in the room. How you like that? Elite.